Hey everyone, I'm Steve Herron with eXp Realty. We're at this beautiful property located at 20120 Lock Ridge Drive. And as a special treat, we're going to spend some time with the owner. So come on inside.
I'm Dan Poya.
Carol Poya. We experienced a tragedy a couple of years after we first moved into the original house. There was no vision board, there was no Pinterest page, there was none of that. Initially, a few months in was when we realized that we didn't have to rebuild the house exactly the way it looked. I began putting more of a mountain, modern look to it as opposed to the Tuscan look it had before.
We had been at the original house long enough to know the few things that we would have done differently, where we needed more room, where we wanted activity to be circled around, those type of things. So we had been here long enough to know some of those things, and I think we were able to incorporate them all into the design. We had been looking in Black Forest, and we had originally thought this area was too far north. The realtor was calling for our next showing, and I just popped a Huey, disregarding our realtor at the time, and coming down, and I said, well, I'm going to go see where that sign takes us. And it took us to the house that we ended up in.
It's peaceful and quiet.
Real calming. The quietness is what everybody notices when they come here.
It's my butler's pantry. I knew that when we were rebuilding, I wanted that to be a part of this new home because there's just a place for everything in there. You can have all your small kitchen appliances always out. Toaster, blender, coffee maker, always out, but always out of the way. The kitchen, I think, is spectacular. I love being in the kitchen. It's bright, it's light. I can see out the windows and look at the trees, and the double islands is just such a wonderful feature that I never had before. You can entertain and have food. You can have a buffet style meal and still have room for people at the table in the bar.
The things that we were after or that were important to me were the functional things, just because I wanted it to be a user-friendly home. We did a lot of drawer refrigeration where it was easy to get your beverages. We did the bar, which was convenient for hosting and entertaining. One of the things that was really important to us was storage. Sometimes you have a beautiful home with a lot of square footage and you don't have a lot of storage, and the storage areas are abundant in this house for everything we need. In this house, the downstairs is kind of my domain. It's set up for everything we would need. It's set up for games with the kids. It's set up for pool and ping pong. It's set up for cocktails and refreshments at the bar. And then it's set up on the other end for game day with the big screen TV. Really comfortable, really casual, and just really enjoyable.
So I can really relax in the camper when we're on the road.
Right.
But I remember every time we walk in this house after being gone, and of course we've left it clean and immaculate, and
Right.
we walk in and there's just that sense of,
a feeling like we've had nowhere else, but just a feeling of coming here and knowing you're home and you can enjoy living where you are coming home to.